Imagine climbing a ladder, not an ordinary ladder, but one that leads to understanding the deeper meaning of our existence. This is Plato's ladder, a concept that goes beyond mere philosophical theories and delves into the human soul in search of truth and enlightenment. Today we will explore the mysteries of Plato's ladder and its real meaning. First, to understand Plato's ladder, we need to dive into the mind of this great philosopher. Plato lived in Athens, ancient Greece, and was a disciple of Socrates, another giant of Western philosophy. He believed that the sensible world, the one we perceive with our senses, was just a shadow of the world of ideas, a transcendent realm of perfection and truth. And it is to this world of ideas that Plato's ladder leads us. Plato's ladder emerges in the Symposium, one of the philosopher's masterpieces. In this work, Plato illustrates this concept through the words of Diotima of Mantinia, a priestess, an important figure in his thought. For Plato, spiritual ascension begins with the appreciation of physical beauty to evolve into the contemplation of higher beauty until reaching beauty itself, an idea of immaculate purity. Think of the ladder as a series of steps or levels of understanding. In our daily lives, we are on the first step, where we perceive beauty through the senses, the harmony of a melody, the softness of a work of art, the gracefulness of a human body. This is the starting point, where our quest for beauty begins, but where it should not end. Climbing a step, we begin to realize that there is a common beauty to all these particular forms. We identify patterns, harmonies, and symmetries that transcend the individual manifestations of beauty. At this level, our mind opens to abstract concepts, perceiving, for example, harmony not only in music, but also in social relations, moral principles, and mathematical structures. In the next stage, the climb leads us to appreciate the beauty of the soul, which transcends physical and sensory beauty. Here we contemplate ethical virtues, such as goodness, justice, and wisdom. A person of a beautiful soul, full of wisdom and virtue, shines more intensely than any external beauty. We then reach the penultimate step, where we find the beauty of laws and institutions that govern and organize our societies. For Plato, these laws and institutions should reflect the justice and truth of the world of ideas, serving as a bridge between the sensible and the intelligible world. On the final step, we reach the vision of beauty itself, absolute and eternal beauty, devoid of imperfections, abstractions, and limitations. At this level, the individual comes into contact with eternal truth, transcending the material and the temporal. It is a state of pure consciousness, a spiritual enlightenment that connects us with the essence of the universe. The journey up Plato's ladder is not just a philosophical concept, but a life practice that implies spiritual and personal evolution. It reflects the idea that to achieve a deeper understanding of reality, we need to transcend the immediate and the sensory to dive into the eternal and the absolute. Let's imagine a scenario that illustrates this climb in practice. Think of a young artist initially enchanted by the external form of his creations, the vibrant colors, the strokes, the textures. As he matures and deepens his understanding, he begins to realize that these forms are expressions of something deeper, the harmony of composition, the balance of forms, the underlying idea of the work. As our young artist refines his sensitivity and technique, he begins to appreciate the beauty of the ideas that inspire his creations, the quest for truth, justice, and transcendence. His art then becomes a means of expressing and communicating these eternal ideas, elevating not only himself but also those who come into contact with his works. And here lies the true transformative power of Plato's ladder. It is an invitation for all of us, regardless of our field of action or our stage in life, to seek depth, to elevate our consciousness, to transcend appearances, and to discover the essence. And this quest, this journey of growth and enlightenment, is what gives true meaning to our existence. Understanding Plato's ladder makes us realize that we are all on a continuous journey of learning and evolution. Every experience, every challenge, every success is a step on this ladder, bringing us closer to a deeper understanding of what it means to be human and the role we play in this vast universe. To make this reflection even more practical and accessible, let's think about how we can apply the principles of Plato's ladder in our daily lives. In our everyday interactions, we can start to seek not only external beauty, but also the depth of human connections. We can cultivate empathy, compassion, and understanding, recognizing the beauty present in every human being and every moment of our lives. Furthermore, when engaging in intellectual, artistic, or spiritual activities, we can always seek the essence, the truth that lies beyond appearances. We can ask ourselves, what is the deeper value I am seeking? What is the truth I am trying to understand or communicate? And by doing so, we will indeed be climbing the steps of Plato's ladder. And finally, it is up to each of us to reflect on our own journey. On what step of the ladder do we find ourselves? What are we doing to continue ascending? And by pondering these questions, we become more aware of our evolution and more committed to our personal and spiritual growth. For today, I hope that this exploration of Plato's ladder's mysteries has brought light and inspiration to your journey. The pursuit of wisdom is a continuous walk, and each step taken towards knowledge and understanding brings us closer to our true essence. My deepest gratitude to all of you who have accompanied me in this reflection. May we continue our journey together, always seeking truth, beauty, and enlightenment. Until next time.